Ready for this?
Ready for this.
Ready for this?
Ready for this.
Let's go, girls.
Woo!
Hey there, baby dolls. Welcome to your Two Drunk Aunties with Bron Lewis and Sammy Petersen. We are both of those people. I'm Sammy Petersen. I'm your auntie who takes her dog with her everywhere, and she goes and calls it her fucking fur baby, and it's massive. I'm talking about Dill.
Let me bring him in. He's only little.
He won't eat your stuff. Sorry he's eating your stuff. Sorry about that. He's
everything.
ripping apart your
Is
good
that a
china. I'm sorry
slutty
about that.
turtle? He will kill it. He'll kill it
He'll
for
kill
sure.
it. Don't
I will
worry
never
about
forget
it.
that
Stress
deal.
less.
And I'm Bron Lewis. I'm your drunk auntie who's stopped drinking cock-sucking cowboy shots because she's not very fond of the gays.
Welcome to Two Drunk Aunties. Oh my goodness, Bron Lewis. It is wonderful to be here today. I'll tell you that
Do you
much.
think so?
Oh, it feels good to be alive.
It does feel good,
Doesn't it
Sammy.
just?
It's beautiful. The sun is streaming in your flat's eye, and we are sitting across from wherever the fuck you live.
Yeah,
and
I'm not
it's
sure
really
either.
nice. It's really nice. It's a nice day, and it is a day to celebrate.
It is a day
As
to
we
celebrate.
are recording this, can I timestamp it?
You love to timestamp.
I do. It's New Year's Eve.
That's
And
right.
I am loving you sick.
Oh,
I've
I'm
had
loving
a
you.
beautiful
So
year with
I've
you.
had a beautiful year with you as well. It
We
has
are
been our
3
year.
jams deep, so we're probably going to get emotional.
That's right.
Oh, I'm crying.
I've started crying as well. We are 3 jams deep. And you know what? This New Year's, I look back at this year and I was like, oh my God, what a huge year.
Huge.
Huge year for you. Huge year for me.
Yeah.
Very small year for Dim.
Yeah.
Not a lot went on. I'll be honest. Not a lot. Dib.
Did you-
Not a lot
no.
went on for you. You got a lovely new necklace for Christmas. That's
Well, you
lovely.
got out one day.
Oh, that's true. He went out. Oh,
He
fuck,
went
that was
for
a
a
big
nice
day.
walk
He went for
by
I don't know
himself.
if I've told this on the podcast. He went out
No,
for a
it's
very,
actually terrifying.
absolutely terrifying. So I came home one day and
Mm-hmm.
Diggs was just completely gone. And it was so strange. Because like, how the hell did this dog get out of my third story in a city apartment?
Parachute.
Parachute, probably a parachute. Was it a parachute? Where's the cord? Was there a parachute? How did he pull it in time without them thumbs? And then I realised that my cleaner, Ethan, who isn't the greatest cleaner.
Ethan Hawke?
It's Ethan Hawke. He
Wow.
just hard up on money at
God,
the moment.
He really took
He really is.
nosedive, didn't he?
And Ethan
Holy
is
hell.
Diggs's best friend. Basically, Ethan and Diggs get along
It's your
really
cleaner
well.
who
He's my
insists on
cleaner.
wearing a helmet
Yeah, that's
as
right.
he cleans.
He does.
Absolutely obsessed with that.
And he is an odd guy. Doesn't clean very well. And as you can see
Hey,
from all
your
the
house is clean.
detritus and just
Apart
putting
from the
myself on, I
toy
said detritus.
Digs
Just rip
destroyed.
that up.
Okay.
But yeah, so I was like, oh my God. So there's a flywire door.
What do you call
The
it?
flywire?
Flyer wire.
Flywire?
Okay.
What do you call it?
Do you know I call it the wrong thing? It was-
No, you probably don't.
No,
You probably call it the right
but
thing.
people call it screen
Because
door.
you're an intellectual. No. You need an intellectual.
No, I did go to uni for a semester.
You did go to uni for. I went to TAFE
I went to uni. I did early childhood education.
in my early childhood. To be fair, it was in my early childhood, so I can't remember a lot of
Yeah,
it.
I was there. Mum was going, and no, it was I call it a gauze door
Oh, why do you call it a gauze door?
because it's gauze the screening, but no one else does.
Right.
And I said to my siblings, I was like, I've got so many. I was like, every time I say it's
Yeah.
gauze door, people they're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, do we call it in Canberra? Do we call it gauze door? And they're like, no, I think that's just our family.
Oh, really?
I'd love to know.
Oh, yeah. If you call
if
it a
anyone
gauze
else
door, let us
calls it,
know.
I'd love some validation.
Yeah.
Have
well,
I made that up?
Have I made
Also,
have I
do,
made that up?
do you know another thing that I say but people always look at me strangely for? Skin cancer. I call it sun cancer.
Oh.
But that's not right, is it?
No, but that's what it comes from, I guess.
I know,
A
but
lot
I
of the
thought
time.
that
Yeah.
was normal for ages. Like my stepdad, he died of it.
Oh,
and
wow,
I
and
said
you
it,
call it
so
sun.
I guess no
He's
one
got
was.
sunscreen.
Yeah, I
What?
guess no one was ready to correct me when I'm talking grieving over my stepdad. I was
No,
like, yeah, he died. Yeah,
It's
he
gone
died.
too long for you not to
Yeah,
be corrected.
he died of sun cancer. He
died of sun cancer.
What is she trying to say? As if they're going to be like, sorry.
Actually, it's
Can you wipe your tears and
actually
learn something?
Frankenstein was the name of the monster. Sorry to bring this up now. You know how people do that when it's
Yes.
like so. It's like you don't need to correct me on
You
this.
don't need to.
I actually know
Just
what I'm
let it
talking
go.
about.
Anyway,
Yeah. So the
Sorry.
flywire door was open.
the gauze store.
No, just it was closed, but it had been unlocked.
Sure, it was unlatched.
Unlatched. So Ethan had obviously had something that went on. He ran out and didn't close that door. And Diggs went, I don't know how long he was out for. I feel like he was out for like 8 hours. Like I feel like he was out for a long time. And I lost my mind. I came home. I was just like, oh my God, Diggs is not here. I was calling people. I was just like, oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Diggs is a rescue dog. I don't know how he goes in environments by himself. I don't know.
And you don't know what's going to trigger him?
Don't know at all, yeah.
If his old owner was mean to him and wore like a red baseball cap.
Who knows? A
my
MAGA
God.
hat, and so they should.
Well, they would.
But they would. But
Honestly.
Diggs, so one time Diggs had gotten out of my, when I was living in the old house, remember that there was a back fence?
In Flemington?
In Kensington. And
Kensington,
he
that's what I said.
banged the back door and he got out. And
What?
I found him at the vet. He was down the road at the vet.
He just checked himself
But what he
Got a
did,
sniffle.
well, I was walking down the road a few days later and I was like, just walking down and this guy comes out and he goes, "Oh my God, is that your dog?" I was like, "Yeah." I'm not just hanging out with him. I'm just a friend.
No, it's my friend.
And it's my friend Deb. That's my friend Deb.
That's my best man.
And he goes, "Oh my God, he came into my factory." So there's a factory on the end of my street. Diggs just walked into the factory, which was like 2 doors down. Just walked into the factory.
With a hard hat on.
"What's going on here?" And
I guess I'll work here.
the guy said that he just drove him to the vet, just going, "I'll just drop him off at the vet." And Dick sat in the front seat with him, just sitting up in his truck the whole time. And he
very
said it was the
cute.
funniest thing. It was just like this big dog leaning on the door, not even sitting up properly because he's too lazy.
Is your wife annoying like mine?
Oh my God, we've got to catch up. But so then so I'm running out of this house and I'm going, what do I do? What do I do?
to the
Where do I
vet.
find? Go to the vet. So I was like calling around the vets.
Oh,
my
you
local
were?
vets.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, you were.
Didn't know what to do. I get to my local dog park and Diggs has not gone too far from the house. He's gone straight to the dog park, which is probably like 100
the
metres
relief
away.
when you saw him.
Oh,
must have
and
been
he was so
insurmountable.
happy to see me.
Yeah.
But he was in this very enclosed area and he didn't really want to get out of it straight away. I think he would have been there for
Like
like 8
outdoors,
hours.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like a water fountain nearby. So he would have had some water. He would have done that during the day. But he's just running around having like the best day.
Yeah.
So when I say I've had a year, that is a big part of my year, let me tell you that. That was a big day.
It's actually the
Losing a
biggest day for
dibbalib.
him.
Oh, it actually
You
was the
can't
best.
lose a
You
dip,
can't lose a dibbalib.
Look,
If you're going to
you've
lose
tried.
something,
You've left the door
I've
open.
left the door open on
Left the
purpose.
fly screen open,
Oh,
or
Ethan,
whatever
don't
you
worry
call
if he
it.
runs out.
Just leave
My
it
gore
open,
door.
Ethan.
Leave my gore door out. Don't worry about it.
Safety first, obviously.
Safety
leave the helmet
first.
on. Leave the door open. See you later, Ethan.
But we have had a big year, both of us. We absolutely have. And I'll tell you what. This year, when you're listening to this, is going to be an even bigger bloody year because
Yes.
Bron and I are both on tour. Let's just say that. Let's just say that.
Let's say it.
Let's
Let's
say
run
it.
and then you
Run and
guys
say
can
it.
run and tell it.
Run and tell as many people as you goddamn like.
Yeah.
It's no secret.
No secrets
Get it out
here.
there. No secrets here.
Drunk aunties are the worst at
They
secrets
actually
anyway.
are. Never tell a drunk auntie a
Cross
secret.
my heart, hope to die. Stick a needle in my eye. I won't tell nobody. Except
haven't
probably
heard
I'll
that.
call the paper tomorrow. So
I haven't heard that for such a long time. Stick a needle in my eye.
it's good, isn't it?
It is fun.
I thought I'd bring it back.
My auntie told me a dirty poem once that she told me not to tell anyone.
Like a haiku or
So, yeah, it was
Let's hope for this segment.
my friend Mickey had a 10-foot dickie. He showed it to the girl next door. She thought it was a snake, so she hit it with a rake. Now it's only 4'4". And she told me that. She said, "Don't tell anyone." And I went to school the next day and I told everybody. And then the principal called her into the office, was just like, because I said it was Colleen that did it. And he's like, "All right, well, she's coming into the office," and like told her off. And then,
You dobbed
and then-
on her.
Yeah, and
You
I had to go into
dobber.
the office and she was like, "You can get bucked. You
Oh,
can get bucked."
oh.
I sent you a photo of Auntie Colleen the other day. Remember that?
Yes, I saw a photo of her. God
Terrifying.
bless her. When you walked in, she was like, "Oh, if it isn't Judas,
Here we are.
okay."
Hello, Captain Betrayal. How are you today?
So I've got. Can you just
slept
take
well,
this
did you,
knife
love?
out of my back? I can't reach it, you little snake.
You little fucking snake.
Oh.
The grass is quite tall because we got a snake in the grass. I couldn't even see him. That's what she said. That's what she said. But look, we have got a big year this year. Bron and I are
do.
both on tour. If you want to come and check us out.
I know individually, but we will be
Individually.
doing hopefully this live show that we do.
Oh,
It's soon. Hopefully that is going to be the start of many because I think
Yeah.
the idea that we have for it,
it's going to
and
be
for
fun.
those who have come along, you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
going to be very different. It's going to be full of life. It's going to be
Nice,
gorgeous.
different. It's unusual.
And it's going to be very fun. And it's
gonna
going to
be
be
so much
free food.
Oh.
I don't
Free
know
food
what
for
you're like
days.
around free food, but I'm a shameful
Oh, I
pig.
love it.
I love it. I feel my handbag.
love it. Like Dib. Like Dibbalib.
I can't look at
I
him.
love it. You're upset with him still.
I'm upset.
You're upset with him still. Hey, you ready for the first segment today?
No, because I want to say something.
Oh, what do you want to say?
I got a message.
Yeah.
I got a message from a dear friend of mine. Her name's Rosemary Moore, and she lives in Christchurch. Okay, that's not in Australia.
Beautiful part of South
She
America.
messaged and she was like, "I love this podcast so much. I'm going to tell my friends about it." Anyway, so her brother used to date my brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
must
we were
be
like
nice.
almost sisters.
Almost.
And she was like, do you know what I love the most is anything about Dib.
Really?
Yeah.
Dib.
She loves Dip Liam. Then she sent
Has
me
she
a
seen what he
picture.
looked like?
She wouldn't like him then.
Oh, come on.
I just said, "Oh, he's cute. He's a poodle." I said that.
Yeah, he's a poodle.
But she sent me a picture of her dog. She was like, "Oh, my dog's very similar. Like thinks that they're very small,
Yeah.
but they're enormous."
Yeah.
And then she also said, and this is exciting, is that she's about to have a baby in April, little girl. That's so exciting. It's wonderful. So
Call her Dibbalib.
Rosie Moore, God bless you, all the way
God bless ya.
international listener.
International listener.
We love you so much. Your dog's a psycho, but how exciting you're going to have a little baby
Oh,
girl.
that's great. I love
So
that.
cheers to Rosie.
Cheers to Rosie. Call it Dibbalib and you'll be happy for the rest of your days. Hey, you ready for the first goddamn segment? If it goes missing, just go down to the dog park. Dear aunties, my husband doesn't find me very funny. He listens to your podcast and he loves it. How do I up the ante to make him laugh? Jennifer.
Okay, so first things first,
Right.
Jennifer.
Yeah.
Do you love our podcast? And if you do,
Yeah.
you obviously are funny.
You obviously funny chook.
But
You're
if
a
he
funny chook.
listens to our podcast and he thinks this is funny, then he's got a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
So I'm at a miss.
I'm at a miss. I'm at a loss and a miss.
And a miss.
And a miss.
And a mister. I don't want to.
And a
I don't
demister.
know. I don't know. I don't want to misgender
I'm
this.
not going to.
I don't want to misgender this
Oh,
situation.
God, these days. You can't
Well,
say
not, but you
anything
can't
these
bloody
days.
say
Can't
anything.
say anything these days.
But I think that for me, it's a
Yeah.
real red flag. If I'm going to be honest here, and you know me, I'll be
I
honest.
know you. I met you
I'll
before.
call a spade a spade.
You call a spade a spade.
I will. I'll call a spade a
I'll
spade.
call a spade a spade if I sees it. If I sees it, I says it. That's me.
And
If
you know
don't,
what?
if you don't
They
want me to speak the
deserve it.
truth, don't ask me there.
That's right.
Don't ask me there if,
If
you
you
don't want
don't,
me to
if
speak
you're
the
not
truth. Dog.
friends with the truth, don't invite me to the party.
Don't invite.
I made that up just now.
I like that
Write it
quite a
down.
lot.
Write that down.
Yeah, I'll write that down already. I've written that down. Got
I need it
quite a
that bit out.
big list of things that I've written down over the year.
Beautiful.
Beautiful
Also,
things.
I'm concerned that there are absolutely no lights on.
Because we
nothing-
can't see it because
It looks like there's nothing. We're just hanging out. And do you know what? If that wasn't on, I'd continue because I'm loving this.
We did lose a couple of episodes last year, so I'm just being very cautious of that.
Don't be cautious
I'm just being cautious of that.
or nauseous.
Hey,
Have you
I'm
ever
not
been
being
nauseous before?
cautious. Yeah, when I had my first child.
And that's why I said
That
I'll
was
never
Karen,
have a
young
boy
Karen,
again.
Gorgeous, good.
Listen to me.
Listen to me.
You can't go out with someone who doesn't find you funny.
Correct.
My last boyfriend, his name was Wayne. Lovely man.
Yeah.
Fine. Fine man.
Fine.
Fine man. Lovely man. He was a barber, covered in tattoos. Very handsome. But he did not find me very funny.
Oh, yeah, you can't have that.
And I was like, what is going on? And I was like, okay, so maybe just like romantic relationships aren't funny.
Right.
And your friends are for funny.
Yeah, right.
'Cause
Okay.
I thought, I can't even remember if he was funny. Who knows? It's
yeah,
so
yeah,
long ago.
yeah. Just very
But then when I
handsome.
went out with Lucas on our first date, he laughed so much.
Lucas is a great laugher.
Oh, he's
So I
an
brought a friend to your house and
Oh.
she was like, she could not believe how much Lucas laughed at her.
Yeah, he loves.
Like,
loves
he's
so
the
much.
best
Yeah.
audience member.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it comes to comedy,
Yeah.
which it isn't often because he's raising our children.
Yeah, Lucas.
But when he does
by the
come-
way, I've done lots of shows and you haven't been to none of them.
Hey, because I'm there.
That's actually true, actually.
Because I'm there. You can't. We have
Yeah,
us
you
both.
can't have it
Otherwise,
both.
Ari will be there, and I'll be like, "What's that mean?"
And then Dip will be there.
And then
Dip
we
will
get-
live.
and Ari will
He's
be
obsessed
riding him
with
with a
Ari.
saddle.
He's
You got a
obsessed
saddle?
with Ari.
Yeah, so he's a great laugher, and as soon as I went on a date with him and he laughed at him, I was like, "Oh my god!" It was like a moment where I was
Yeah.
like, "You can." It's supposed to be funny.
It's supposed to be funny. Yeah,
You're
it
supposed
is.
to laugh all the time together. And if you
Yeah.
don't find them funny, and if they don't find you funny, for me, it's so
Yeah.
important.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's so important to
Yeah.
laugh with someone.
Yeah.
I don't think I have a friend who's not funny.
No.
Do you?
No, I haven't got any friends that
I
aren't
could
funny.
tell you some of your friends who aren't funny.
Hey.
I'm joking. I'm joking. That was a mean thing to say. I'm joking.
Talking about Dib.
I am actually. He's
Dib
not
ain't got much
look
sense
at. Don't look at me, Diop.
Dib, you ain't got much sense of humour, Dib. Yeah.
He's not said one knock joke. That's been good.
That's actually true. And he does tell a lot of knock jokes.
So you need
Yeah.
to tell him what is going on. Do you just not find me funny?
Yeah.
Or maybe say, I think we're through.
Yeah.
Just give me the chocolate.
And if you wanna up the ante, why don't you do some hilarious practical jokes on him? Put like a spider in it, like a box, and get him to open it.
What's that? What's that?
Fart on him.
fart on him.
Yeah,
fart
that sort
on
of stuff.
him.
Yeah.
You say that.
Sort of hilarious stuff like that. I'm just thinking of funny things to do.
Okay, do you know what else is funny?
What's that?
Just a fart noise.
Fart noises can be funny as well.
At least
Oh, yeah, do that sort
if
of
he
stuff.
doesn't think that's funny,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of there.
Fuck out of there.
Go straight to the lawyer. Say, thank God I had a prenup.
Yeah.
Do we do them in Australia?
Yeah, pre-yup.
Oh,
So I'd say pre-yup, definitely.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
Did you come up with that?
Yeah, I'm writing it down right now as we speak.
Yeah, it's in the new show.
It's in the new show. That's a pre-up. That'll take up 3 seconds of that show. So yeah,
Not if you explain it.
not if I explain it. That's a good minute. It's a good minute to 15 minutes. That's actually
Now,
good.
for those who didn't
got a new
understand
15-minute
that
slab.
joke,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see you on your show.
Thank you for saying that.
Again.
You've already seen
I
it.
said, I know, but I want to
You're
see
gonna
it
see it
again.
again. I can't wait
Shows
to see
change
your
over
show.
time. It's a
That's
beautiful
extra.
thing. Shows change over time. Things that you think were really important will have moved. So if anyone has already seen Sammy's show, it will have changed, and especially by the end. So a lot of people book it near the start of the festival. Book near the end, I reckon. A book near the end of Sammy's show. Yeah, and it will be a completely different show.
Yeah,
from what you
yeah.
saw last year.
Absolutely. Come and see Bron's show. You excited about your show at the moment?
Yeah, I'm so excited because this show is my new show is all about my experiences being a teacher, but also how I have to deal with teachers now.
Yeah,
because my kids are in
yeah.
school. Okay, so I've got like the parent perspective and the teacher perspective, and I'm bringing them together. So not just for teachers.
Yeah.
I've asked different people what they want to see in this show, and my other co-hosts on a different podcast I hate my job, is
stupid fucking thing.
You're so upset about
Yeah,
that.
stupid fucking thing.
Don't get jealous.
Hey, Brett.
He's listening. He's definitely listening to this podcast.
He's stupid. Sorry,
Ready,
I do
Blake.
apologise for that.
I asked him, I'm like, what do you want? I want to talk to someone who's not a teacher. What would you want to see in this show? He was like, I just want to hear about the naughty boys.
Right. Well, he would have been a naughty boy for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at
He's
the side
feral.
of it. And so I'm like, okay. I'm like,
That's a feral.
I think for what my show is going to be a story of one of the naughtiest boys I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
Not one I've spoken about before.
Yep.
And that is going to be the thread of the show, how I've tried to deal with him, where I was really backed into a corner.
Yeah.
Where I really wanted to say what I felt. But you can't ever as a teacher. I wanted to tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah.
I wanted to tell this kid that he was the biggest piece of shit I'd ever seen. But you can't. You just have to sit there in silence and let you're not?
You're not technically allowed to say that sort of stuff.
He farted. Dibs farted.
Yeah, he really did. Yeah, that is pungent. Tell you the funniest thing that I ever heard was what made a comedy film, improvised comedy film, and Genevieve Morris
oh my God,
is threatened and she's backed into a corner at one point, and she goes, "You back me into a corner, I will fuck my way out. Mark my fucking words." And it's so aggressive. And you go, "Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Back me into a corner, I'll fuck my way out.
Holy
Mark
shit.
my fucking words."
Holy hell.
Just comes out and just improvise a line, just going, so in this scene you're threatened, and because she's kind of the top dog in every scene that she does anyway. She goes, "You back me into a corner, I'll fuck my way out. Mark my fucking words."
It's way funnier than a woman says that as well.
I will fuck my way.
Lie down, I'm going to fuck my way out of it.
I'm going to fuck my way out. Hey, Bron Lewis, you ready for the second segment today? Live, laugh, love. I got some gorgeous jokes to tell you right now.
Okay.
I have. Hey.
Look, you had a Bert Newton one last time, which
That was pretty good.
Truly, really was.
One of the greats. How does Lady Gaga like her steak? Rah, 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 rah.
Okay. Hey, you committed to that.
I really did. I impressed
good.
myself.
Singing.
You know what? When I copied and pasted that from the website, I thought, I did a lot of work for this podcast.
You don't write these?
I thought you better get that right, and I really did.
Yes.
Where do sheep love to go on vacation?
Bahamas.
Nailed it. While digging in the garden, I found a chest full of gold coins. I wanted to tell my wife about it, but then I remembered why I was digging in my garden.
Why?
Killed his
Because he
wife.
killed her.
Yeah.
Wow, it's a domestic violence one. Yeah, that's hilarious.
Not enough of that in Australia. It's political.
And funny. Definitely funny. Should definitely not edit that out.
My grandma has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the zoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She killed a lion. Another domestic violence. I mean, if you're into bestiality, could have been her boyfriend. I mean, women can be violent too.
Do you know what my first ever joke I wrote for stand-up was? When I was like 18 years old, my first ever joke was, I have had sex before. I know what you're thinking. That poor defenseless animal.
Oh, my God. That wasn't your first joke. Do you know what my first joke was?
What was that?
It was, it's great to be here. No, that's not it. And my
No,
first
you never
joke,
said that.
My first joke is, I've
never felt that.
If I have said it,
that was a lie. It's great to be here.
My first joke was, I used to be a teacher, so don't worry. I'm used to a disappointed audience.
Love that.
Do you think it's good?
Yeah.
I sent it to
gave
Claire
you more
Hooper.
than you gave to mine.
I sent it to Claire Hooper. I was like, what do you think of this? And she said, that's great. I've just sent it to Cal Wilson. And she said, gold. And so it was my...
I love that.
So I still sometimes say it.
Yeah, I love that. That's fun. I like that.
Isn't that beautiful?
That is beautiful.
Do you see
beautiful
how I turn
Cal
your
Wilson.
domestic violence joke into something nice?
Mine wasn't. Mine was about bestiality. Yesterday, I couldn't figure out... Much better.
It's actually beautiful.
Yesterday, I couldn't figure out whether someone who was waving at me or the person behind me. In other news, I lost my job as a lifeguard.
Because they died.
Yeah. A man dining at a seafood restaurant asked for a lobster tail. The waitress smiled sweetly and said, once upon a time, there was a lobster.
Okay, that's less violent than every single other one you've done so far. So
It's in a different mood.
Then she killed him. Oh, and then he killed her because that was his wife.
Give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish and he'll sit in a boat and drink beer all day.
And then come home and kill his wife.
A Roman walks into a bar, holds up 2 fingers and says, 5 beers, please. Roman numeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 5, right? Oh, okay, two fingers like that. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that makes way more sense.
Is that all that? My 3 favourite things are eating my family and not using commas.
Eating your family. Okay.
I thought you would like that because of your literacy.
Because I'm literate. Yeah, I'm literate. Yeah, she's literate. Yeah, she's pretty literate. Yeah.
I wasn't originally going to get a brain transplant, but then I changed my mind. What do smoking cigarettes and eating out have in common?
Here we go.
The flavour changes when you get to the butt. Why don't you leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review, and we'll read it out on the goddamn podcast. Every single week we bring out Wine O'Clock. You can access that on the Patreon. All the links are in the show notes. Why don't you watch us on youtube.com? We will bloody love that. Hey, Bron and I are on
get
tour.
Get to the butt.
Nice. Bron and I are on tour.
Yuck.
Bron and I are on tour.
Okay.
All of this year. If you want to come and check us out, we'd absolutely love to meet our chookies.
Oh.
So please do come along. We'd absolutely bloody love that.
And our live show that will probably have already been by the time this is released.
Yeah.
That sold so quickly.
Oh, yeah. We'd love to do more.
I imagine those people would like to come see.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're going to make it a special thing every time. It's not just going to be coming and seeing a live podcast. It's not just going to be your goddamn aunties just doing a podcast, even though that's heaps of fun. We're going to make it even funner. We could. We're going to make it even funner.
There's going to be food. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be very fun things with special guests.
Absolutely.
A famous lady.
By the name of Michaela Banas.
Oh my God. Okay, you ready?
Kick it! Spooky up, woogie up!
Okay, I'm really sorry if this scares you.
It will.
Okay, I want again. If you don't think, okay, I love you too. If you think the title is not accurate, there's a magpie in here.
Yeah.
Please let me know.
I've got my helmet with my my sort of sharp sticks at the top.
Part of knives coming out.
Yeah.
Too aggressive. Okay. No matter this is a title. Ready? No matter how dirty I get, I always stay clean.
Sounds like a joke.
Does it?
Almost could be.
Okay. All right, ready? No matter how dirty
That's the name of this podcast. Almost could be. What does that mean? What did you mean when you said that?
Business.
Not sure. Almost could be. What about that?
And run and tell it.
Run and tell it.
No matter how dirty I get, I always get cleaners. And it's just been bothering me so much.
Of course. I can relate. Whatever it is that you just said.
Whatever the fuck
Whatever
you're
it is
trying
you
to
just
say.
said. I relate.
The natural order of things is that you get dirty after a day's graft.
Correct.
Then you clean yourself up again. That's just how it's supposed to be. And I loved cleaning myself up as I became sweatier.
Yes.
And dirtier throughout the day. So they wrote sweater, by the way.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't surprise me either.
Doesn't matter.
No.
It's a sign of a hard work. And I work in a laborious type of job where I dig things up and lift heavy stuff.
That'd be laborious. Yeah, it's laborious.
Then as I walk out the door to
the moment.
The creature...
I didn't mean that. I take back what I said.
Do you want me to just say? Do you want me to end it there? The end.
I take back
is that what you want?
I take back what I said.
Or should I finish it?
Are
you too scared? Is this?
I take back what I said. I am scared. I'm being protective against myself.
Okay, it's a mechanism. I'm not going to get around.
It's a mechanism.
If you could just let me. You know how we got feedback once. I said don't interrupt.
Yes, and I do apologise for that.
More
and
stings.
You know what? DM podcast. If you're listening and you won't be listening, because you never fucking listen to our podcast when we're on your network. I won't interrupt Bron anymore. And what was the other feedback?
Stings. More stings.
Oh, could I have stings? It was like, have you listened to the podcast? We have
stings. Of stings. Listen to this spooky story. Anyway, everyone's too scared. Everyone's getting. We're too distracted because everyone's too scared. Okay, watch. Then as I walk out the door to the creature at the door would smell everyone. And if everyone wasn't smelling bad enough, the creature would attack them to eventually killing them.
Oh.
I would go past the creature at the door, fully confident that I would smell of hard work after a day of graft. Then I would go home and I would shower and it would amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, enjoy it?
Yep.
I knew a guy who started to complain that he...
I knew a guy that started to complain.
It sounds like a jazz.
It does. I knew a guy who started to complain. I'm Scattin.
Hit it. Give it up.
I had a friend the other day that I was talking about jazz. And I love jazz. You know, Scattin. Skin on dump. And just went back to conversation. I was like, how is no one... Skin on dump. I like jazz. Skin on dump.
It's
always the best.
It's always the best.
Jazz is awesome, man.
Anyone who is scatting.
Oh.
It's also a name for pooing, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, don't scat on me. Scat on me once, shame on you. Scat on me twice, scat on me. I don't know what they're saying.
And that's actually the saying. It's in the Bible. It's actually Psalms.
That's a Psalms.
That's a Psalms.
That's a Psalms.
Okay. Ready? Where am I at? I knew a guy who started to complain that he kept getting more cleaner the dirtier he got throughout the day.
Yes.
Through the day.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't have one.
No, I get it. I understand.
Everyone laughed at him, and the creature would attack him for not smelling of hard work.
The creature would attack him for not smelling of hard work. Yes.
This co-worker was frightened, and he begged the managers to do something about it. The creature then attacked him and ate him for not working hard enough.
Shit.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's actually really scary.
Yeah.
It's like Saw again.
Oh my God, it's like Saw again.
We all saw him graft him though. Then it started to happen to me, and no matter how hard I worked, I kept getting cleaner. I rolled around in mud and I kept getting cleaner. And I even jumped inside the bins to really get dirty, but I still got cleaner.
Oh,
I didn't know what was happening, but that creature would attack me for not smelling of hard work. I was getting so clean every day, and it would be impossible to be this clean.
Impossible to be this clean. How about you listen to that for 2 seconds and stop rolling in shit?
Jump in the bins, you piece of shit.
Whoa.
I didn't mean to be that aggressive. I had too many jams. I rolled around with the pigs and dirt, but the creature still attacked me as I was so clean. Nobody believed, apart from the one guy who was also experiencing the same thing as me. He explained to me exactly what was happening to us, and basically that creature was preparing us to be eaten. The creature wants its prey clean, and so it will give its prey the ability, wizard as well, to always stay clean no matter how dirty it will get. I jumped into sewage, and I stayed clean. Ew. Then, last bit.
Right.
Then, when the creature attacked my co-worker and started eating him,
Yeah.
I knew that it was going to happen to me soon. I can never get dirty now. Then, for a moment, the creature took away my ability to always stay clean, and all that crap I jumped into getting dirty was all over me. Then I went back to being clean. The creature is... Sorry, I should have told you.
The creature was Jimoon.
This is the last
Oh,
sentence.
sorry.
The creature is toying with me. 0 comments. So
Can I change it?
everyone's
Can I change the
stunned.
title?
Yes, please.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft?
Yeah.
What's graft? What does it mean
grafting.
grafting?
I don't
What's
know what
grafting
is. I don't know
anyway?
what grafting is. Can I look it up right now? So I've got an iPhone, which is a lot of people say is the computer in your pocket.
Do they say that?
Yeah.
I think they say the creature is toying with me. I think
What is
that's what people say.
grafting? Would you have a guess what grafting is?
Yeah.
Not now? All right, we'll
No,
do it
in my
another
head
day.
I've
We'll do it another day.
Guessed it.
Grafting is a horticultural technique that joins two or more plants together so they grow as one.
One.
Let's
So
say it
that's
again, and you say the same thing.
Yeah,
that
I
I'm
did.
saying at the same time.
Okay.
Grafting is a horticultural technique that joins two or more
plants
together.
Plants.
So they stop saying plants together. So they.
You've made it slow.
So
No, you've made it too long. I'm a scientist. I can't slow down.
That was spooky
for
as
you.
heck. You ready for the next segment? Would you rather? Bron Lewis, would you rather have to smoke an entire packet of cigarettes every morning before you get up, or have an entire packet right before you go to bed?
Okay. An entire packet of cigarettes right before I go to bed.
Before bed.
Or, what's the first one?
As soon as you get up in the morning.
I don't smoke at all.
No.
So both of them are horrific.
Neither does your mother.
So it has to be before I go to bed.
Before you go to bed.
Yeah, because
God,
it's
the
like the
taste
day.
in your mouth.
Oh, can you imagine? But also waking up to that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't want like a one
I just want a
bit.
black coffee. That's all I want. Can I say that these
You
days?
can say that.
Okay, good. Okay, would you rather do the Macarena by yourself at,
Yes.
at your work Christmas party, the entire thing? It goes for
Yeah.
so long.
So, like nutbush.
By yourself.
How we're going to open our live show, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Don't you reckon we should?
Or,
Also, like this is going to come out after we've done the live show. Don't you reckon
that's
that's a
great.
fun idea?
yes.
Yeah. And then get Michaela to do it.
Oh, she'd love it.
She'll love it.
I think she'd be thrilled with that suggestion. Okay, so do the Macarena by yourself at your work Christmas party.
Yeah.
And there's a sexy hip shuffle in that as
There's
well.
always a sexy hip shuffle.
Yes. Or cry during a work meeting, and when someone asks, what's wrong? Say, sorry, I'm just really tired.
I'll do the Macarena. I can't do that. I can't do the emotional stuff. I can't do that.
'Cause you're a man.
Oh, I'm just real tired. No, because you'd seem like a mess all the time. And then people will be like...
And
if
you don't think someone who's doing the Macarena
Nah.
seems like a
I
mess?
think that seems awesome.
It actually does.
It actually
Actually.
seems
Great
awesome.
choice. Great choice.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can't you one question?
I'll let no quick one.
You live in a question. Would you rather a bird live in your room, free range,
No,
or a snake?
a snake.
Oh, you'd rather a snake than a bird. You hate birds, do you then?
Yeah, I hate them.
Right.
But
Sure,
horrible.
digs.
You never. They can go everywhere. I guess
They actually
snakes
can
can,
go
but
everywhere.
snake, you know.
Yeah, you
fine.
keep it under the
Wear
bed.
as
You'll
a
be
bracelet.
fine. You can wear it as a beautiful bracelet.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Would you? I've got. Okay. Would you rather become a parking inspector?
Yes.
I've used that a bit.
Yeah.
Or wear only clothes that you've made yourself.
Wear only clothes I made myself.
Can you sew?
Nah.
This will be your mate.
Yeah,
There's
I'd love
heaps of
that.
sacks.
Yeah, but just heaps of sacks and stuff.
Heaps of
that I've,
moo-moos.
Glued. Just heaps of glue everywhere.
It's a glue gun.
Yeah.
Doing a
Because I can't
Macarena.
do that because, like, yeah, I guess I can probably have some sort of normal life making my own clothes. I don't think that normal, but more normal than being a goddamn parking inspector.
You're right. You
couldn't do
can't
that.
ever be a parking inspector.
Nah,
Anyone
I've never
who's
met
listening,
one.
never met one. You probably have, but as if they'd admit it.
Yeah, I know. I want to meet one. I want to hang out with a parking inspector or
don't.
like a ticket inspector on a train. I want to meet those people as well and just go, what is going on?
What the fuck
How'd
happened?
you get here? How did you get here?
Did your dad yell at you a lot?
Yeah, riddle me that.
What's going on?
Riddle
why,
me
Why are you
that.
miserable? You miserable cunt. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can say that. Well, you ready for the final segment? Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Life hack.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Ready?
You ready for it?
If someone suggests reading a book to you,
Yes.
and you're like, oh my God, I don't have time.
Book boring. Yeah.
I don't have time. So you could just go on the internet.
Yeah.
Read like some reviews.
Yeah.
Like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Take the smartest one. Next time you see him, say it word for word. So you don't have to read a whole book. But you just memorize. And if they ask you, oh, why do you think that? Say, was I not clear enough?
Oh, great. Did I stutter?
And then, make them think
Yep.
that you are upset, that they haven't understood you straight away, and that they're stupid.
Yep.
And then they'll never suggest a book to you again.
I think that is so effing smart.
Yeah.
And that is what's called a goddamn life hack.
That's right. And if they continue to question you, start scatting.
Just start scatting.
And it could go forever.
It can go forever, and it will, and they love it. Everyone always loves it when it goes for that long.
And then they'll never see you again.
You know what? Sometimes that's part of how beautiful friendships can be. Hey, Bron Lewis, I've loved meeting you today. It's been such a pleasure.
A real joy.
Real joy
I'll
and a
never
pleasure.
forget you.
I'll never forget you, but as soon as you leave, I'll never think about you again.
Oh, you can't say that.
And that's my first lie. I had my fingers crossed. Hey, come and see Bron Lewis and I. This year we'll be touring all around Australia.
Yeah, come see us.
This beautiful sunburnt country of ours. We do love a sunburnt country.
We do.
We love Australia, where we currently
We also
reside.
love Rosie from Christchurch.
We love Rosie from Christchurch as well.
And Evan from Canada?
Yeah, I think he's from Canada. Hey, we just look so stressed at each other. Thank you, Evan, for listening. We bloody love you. Send us another speaker pape. Why don't you send us a letter to deardrunkaunties@gmail.com. Why don't you leave us a goddamn speaker pape? Leave us a 5-star rating, 5-star review. And also, Celia is so good at that sort of stuff. And also, could you please sign up for our Patreon if you'd like to listen to our Wine O'Clock every
Friday.
Single week. Every single Friday, a Wine O'Clock comes out.
A bonus episode.
Bonus goddamn episode. Hey, have a great week, Jooks.
Love you, girls.
Let's go, girls.